I can't believe the mistakes a person can make. Don't make mistakes. Never do a bad thing. Completely refrain from sinning. Always slow down and eat a little teaspoon of food at a time rather than you know, I'm giving you a good example. I just went over 15 minutes by hallucination not. I saw after I looked, the last time I looked it was 12 minutes and then I looked and it was 15 minutes and 55 seconds and I thought, wow! Worse than that, if you're anybody, and especially if you're Jesus, you wouldn't want to lose such a valuable thing. Oh, what a loss, because I was telling you all about my family and background, and so I'll have to do another one. Good heavens. Now I have to use the washroom again. I stopped when I was telling you about my brother Bill and his previous wife, or common law woman, named Rosemary Forsovich. And somehow I'll have to get wound up back again. And I pray to God that that YouTube, whatchamacallit, that they have some way of keeping those over 15-minute videos. Because let them know, they probably know already, those are the really good ones. And those are the ones they keep for movies, or they keep until you die. And then your estate gets to show something that nobody ever saw before. I know how it goes, a little bit of those things. And so even the naive Miss Kathleen Forsovich, the little Kathy Forsovich that grew up peeing her pants in front of the police force and other men, and being scared that much. And oh, I should tell you about the diaper story when I was little. I took a poo as a child one time. This is funny, actually, and I don't know maybe the whole thing, but I put. Actually, I had no diapers. I was a little girl already. I don't know how old. It's a quick one. I won't say too much. I must have pooped in my panties, and then I put these panties, being ashamed that I was already a girl and out of a diaper, I put these panties behind the kitchen refrigerator. We had a brown fridge standing in the corner, unless somebody else did that and put my panties around it. Brother Henry? No, I don't know. Because really, when it comes down to it, and I could be, and that never entered my mind before, that what if one of the other family members were playing a trick on me? I just never remembered anybody being quite like that. Our family was very serious people, and we used to play, but still, I didn't think anybody else would do that except Kathy Forsovich, the little innocent girl that probably was dehydrated. I'm talking about me, Kathleen Forsovich, and used to be named Kathy Forsovich by a lot of my family members and friends growing up. And when it comes down to the point, I must have, unless the family member was playing a trick on me, pooped in my panties instead of being a small little child in a diaper. Maybe I was just out of diapers at the time and learning how to be potty trained. And oh, I've got a good potty and hospital story for you about being extremely constipated when I kicked the nurse in the stomach because I didn't want to be there laying on that bed with my legs wide apart. And I think she put one of those things in my bum so that I wouldn't be constipated anymore. And then I had to be in front of her, sort of naked, and in front of my mom, sort of naked in a hospital room, like so, because I was extremely constipated, must have been, that they took me to the hospital to do that poo. And I remember it wasn't very that long, like a few minutes, 10 minutes, maybe it was an hour. When you're little, it's hard to remember what happened that long ago. But I remember sitting down on a little potty on the floor, like a little baby potty, those little plastic ones that are pretty small, about the size of an ice cream pail. Yeah, I was washing something in an ice cream pail this morning, so I know all about ice cream pails. And I ended up pooing, and you know how it smells, how any poop smells. Well, one that's been in your body for like a whole week and has been constipated hard in there. And oh, I was so embarrassed. And that's why I first kicked the nurse in the stomach, because I didn't want to go through this. I think I was crying and fussing probably too. At least, fussing. I had to kick a nurse in the stomach. I remember I was angry that I had to be in this position. But do you know, I often, well, not that often, but I did think of it while growing up in the past years, long ago. It's just coming back to me now as a daily thing to tell you, the world, that I'll show you my right hand and this middle finger here was cut off as a child. I'll show you the tip. You see how it's like that? It's different than my other fingers. And I have, these fingers are very used hands. So this finger has always looked like a man's penis to me. And this is the finger that my mother told me one time, and she didn't say much about it at all after. She just said, you're not going to like that finger when you grow up. And probably because it doesn't look quite as nice as the other fingers. But as you can see, and if I can kind of show you while putting my microphone down, pray to God that I don't lose this video, that it doesn't go over the 15-minute mark, because it now is just under 7 minutes. Okay, there you go. A picture of how this one here is shorter than the other hand. So I had gotten quite a quarter tip cut off as a child. My point is, a quarter of this finger here got cut off, and you see how morbidly maimed it looks regarding a part it's slanted. I got it cut off, they told me. The family, my older siblings, told me it got cut off while I was playing with a chair or trying to get on and off of a chair. Those metal ones where I got caught between the metal clasps of the handles. I think I even have one of those to show you what I mean about a metal chair. You can buy them at Canadian Tire. You could probably buy them at most hardware stores that sell these easygoing chairs that fold up. They fold. So be careful. Ever since then, I've had a finger injury, and this finger, like it's a good finger regarding the nail stays hard on it. And so it's got some good things about it. And, and like I like putting one of those metal finger picks on it, the ones that fit over top, because it covers. It's sort of got that. It's got a hungover piece of metal with the guitar pick I'm talking about, and so you have to like pick guitar. So I always look like this, and I'm not giving you one of these. It's just showing what I have to live with as Jesus. So look out, the man in me is hot to trot, more so than you know, and I'm out to pick your wallet in a jokingly little way. I'm out to let you know of your good investment with God and myself. And often I look at myself and I say, oh yes, I do have a female gender. So I think God wanted it that way, because they thought any evil man will probably feel too sad to kill a woman. since the last time they had to kill Jesus as a man. now you know who wears the pants in the family. Right on. My beautiful family coming back to them, and how I started explaining about my beautiful family. I should hold a whole 15-minute video for just explaining about their marriages and what their in-law names are. Let me say them again to you, because I have about 4 minutes left in this video. Okay, there's Marianne Versovich Samchuk, Bill Versovich, Elizabeth Versovich, now married, and Berglund Valley are her two marriages after Versovich. She's the third child. Bill is the second child. Marianne is the first one. Marianne, Bill, Elizabeth. John is the fourth child and the second son. Marianne is the first child and female. Bill is the second child and male. Elizabeth is the third child and female. Fourth is John, and he's a male. John Versovich. Fifth is Henry Versovich, and he's the third male and the fifth child. Helen Versovich Yarmy comes as the sixth child and is the third daughter. After Helen, it is Joyce Versovich Luciak. She must be the fourth daughter and the seventh child. Marianne, Liz, Helen, and Joyce would be the fourth daughter and the seventh child. After Joyce, it's Florence Versovich Kalinsky. She is the fifth daughter and the eighth child. After Florence, it's Victoria Versovich Wakulchuk. She is the sixth daughter and the ninth child. Then is David Versovich, the 10th child and the fourth son. Kathleen Versovich, whom is me, is the 11th child and the 7th daughter. And then Roger Versovich is the youngest child, the 12th child, and the 5th son. So you have them all, brothers and sisters. So it goes from the youngest to the oldest. Roger, Kathy, David, Vicky, Florence, Joyce, Helen, Henry, John, Liz, Bill, Marianne. And then it was Annie and Harry, or our mom and dad. So what a beautiful family I have. I really think we should all be very rich and famous and happy. We should all be Senate holders of God's kingdom of heaven. We should all have our estate memberships in together with God and rule the world together in a very loving way. I hope we all meet again on that beautiful shore today and every day ongoing. How wonderful it is to have a family of real believers in Jesus. I just know that if I keep talking and I keep praying and I keep hoping and working towards this to come for real, that they will sign their name in belief of me as Jesus Christ and the second coming of the Son of God, and them as a beautiful, fortunate family who definitely gained his fortune with me. And so I want them all to know it means everything to God and myself, and the rest of the world needs us, family of Versoviches and in-laws. Please know that I love you and need you, and I want you on board in God's kingdom of heaven with me. Goodbye. Later now.